As we age, our bodies go through a series of changes that make certain habits more harmful than they were in our younger years. For those between the ages of 65 and 80, it's not just about slowing down, it's about making decisions that could either enhance or harm your health in the long run. While many older adults continue to follow the same routines they did when they were in their 40s and 50s, some of these habits may be silently cutting years off their lives. In this video, we will explore 5 specific mistakes that individuals between 65 and 80 are still making every day without realizing how dangerous they can be for their health, energy, and longevity. These habits might seem harmless at first, but over time, they can contribute to serious health complications that could be avoided. If you're in this age group, this is your last chance to make these changes before they start taking a significant toll on your well-being. Stick with me until the end, because the last mistake is one that almost no one talks about, but it could be one of the biggest mistakes you're making right now. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what habits to stop and how to take control of your health for a longer, more fulfilling life. 1. Sitting for long periods without movement. One of the most common but dangerous habits among older adults is sitting for prolonged periods without movement. It's easy to think that simply walking once a day is enough to stay healthy, but studies show that sitting for long stretches, even with regular exercise, can still significantly increase your risk for heart disease, muscle loss, and poor circulation. When we sit for extended periods, our metabolism slows down, which in turn weakens muscles, particularly in the legs and core, and puts excessive strain on our joints. This can lead to reduced mobility, chronic pain, and a higher risk of falls. Take George, for example, a 72-year-old man who thought his daily walk was sufficient for staying fit. Over time, he noticed his legs felt weaker and his back pain was worsening. His doctor explained that it wasn't just walking, but also the long periods of sitting that were contributing to his symptoms. George was advised to take short breaks to move every 30 to 45 minutes. After incorporating simple stretches and light activities during those breaks, George saw improvements in his circulation, energy, and overall mobility. The key is not only exercising, but ensuring that you're consistently active throughout the day. A simple test you can try right now: stand up, stretch, or walk around for just a few minutes after sitting for an hour. You'll feel an immediate difference that proves your body needs more frequent movement. 2. Ignoring protein intake and losing muscle mass. As you age, maintaining muscle mass becomes crucial, yet many seniors neglect their protein intake, which accelerates muscle loss. Sarcopenia, or muscle loss, is one of the most significant threats to independence after 60. While you might assume that as long as you're eating enough food, your body should be fine, the reality is that aging makes it harder for the body to process protein efficiently. This means you need even more protein to maintain muscle mass than you did in your younger years. Without proper protein intake, you might not notice your muscle mass dwindling until everyday activities like standing up from a chair, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs become noticeably harder. Take Richard, a 68-year-old who thought he was eating a balanced diet. Over time, Richard noticed that his legs felt weaker, his arms appeared thinner, and he was feeling more fatigued than usual. After consulting his doctor, Richard realized he wasn't getting enough protein to support muscle growth and maintenance. Once he increased his protein intake, adding lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, and protein-rich dairy, he began to feel stronger and more stable on his feet. If you're unsure about your muscle strength, try standing up from a chair without using your hands. If it feels difficult or unstable, it could be a sign that your muscles are weakening and need more protein and strength training. 3. Neglecting sleep and disrupting the body's repair process. Another common misconception among older adults is that needing less sleep is simply part of aging. In reality, your body still requires quality sleep to function properly, support memory, muscle recovery, heart health, and even your immune system. Many seniors develop poor sleep habits that can lead to chronic fatigue, increased inflammation, and a higher risk of cognitive decline. Poor sleep is often linked to issues like daytime fatigue, brain fog, and changes in blood pressure, which can severely affect your quality of life. Take Frank, for example, a 71-year-old man who had always thought that needing less sleep was normal for his age. Over time, Frank started experiencing fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and even noticed his blood pressure changing. His doctor explained that despite aging, his body still needed deep, restorative sleep to maintain optimal function. By improving his sleep habits, such as reducing screen time at night, avoiding caffeine in the evening, and creating a consistent bedtime routine, Frank noticed significant improvements in his energy, focus, and overall well-being. If you're unsure whether your sleep is truly restorative, ask yourself, do you wake up feeling rested and alert, or do you feel sluggish and in need of extra time to get moving? If you're feeling groggy in the mornings, it may be time to reassess your sleep quality. 4. Avoiding strength and balance. Training. Many seniors make the mistake of thinking that walking alone is enough to maintain health. While walking is excellent for cardiovascular health and mobility, it doesn't do enough to maintain muscle strength, balance, or prevent falls. As we age, our muscles naturally weaken, our balance declines, and our risk of falling increases. Unfortunately, many seniors are unaware of the need to actively work on strength and balance to prevent these issues. For example, Edward, a 74-year-old man, walked every day believing it was enough to keep him fit. However, one day he lost his balance and took a fall, which shook him up but didn't result in any broken bones. His doctor explained that his balance was deteriorating due to a lack of strength training and balance exercises. Edward then incorporated resistance training, core exercises, and balance drills into his routine, and within weeks, he felt more stable, more confident, and much less afraid of falling. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights. It can include simple exercises such as using resistance bands, doing body weight squats, or practicing balance exercises like standing on one foot. 5. Ignoring hydration and dehydrating your body. One of the most overlooked health risks for older adults is dehydration. The body's thirst signals weaken with age, meaning you may already be dehydrated before you even feel thirsty. Chronic dehydration can lead to a variety of issues such as joint pain, constipation, kidney problems, confusion, and an increased risk of falls. Unfortunately, many seniors overlook their hydration needs, assuming that as long as they drink a beverage throughout the day, they're fine. However, beverages like coffee and tea act as diuretics and can cause you to lose more water than you take in. Take Walter, for example, a 76-year-old man who thought he was hydrating well because he drank coffee in the morning and had a little water with meals. However, over time, he began experiencing more frequent headaches, muscle cramps, and dizziness. After speaking to his doctor, he learned that coffee and tea weren't properly hydrating his body. By simply switching to drinking more water, especially first thing in the morning and throughout the day, Walter experienced improved energy, better digestion, and less muscle stiffness. You can check if you're properly hydrated by pinching the skin on the back of your hand. If it takes a moment to return to normal, you might need more water. Keeping a glass of water nearby and sipping throughout the day can significantly improve energy, joint health, and even brain function. Conclusion: if you're between 65 and 80, it's time to stop making these common mistakes that are silently harming your health. Small changes in your habits, like breaking up long periods of sitting, increasing your protein intake, improving your sleep quality, incorporating strength and balance training, and staying properly hydrated can have a huge impact on your health, mobility, and overall quality of life. These adjustments may seem small, but they add up over time, helping you stay strong, independent, and active for years to come. Your body is incredibly resilient, and even if you've been making these mistakes for years, it's never too late to make a change. Which of these mistakes do you need to focus on? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know what you plan to change. We'd love to hear how you're taking steps to improve your health. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to continue supporting content that helps you live a longer, healthier life.